Hello, this is Alice Lee, and welcome to another Day in the Life of a Stanford Pain Fellow video. This time we'll be focusing on two really cool aspects of the program. One, our minimally invasive procedures, and two, our unique learning opportunities through the Simulation Center. So this day, for example, was a Tuesday. I started by waking up and driving about 25 minutes to the Stanford Cancer Center South Bay location in San Jose. This is where we had three really interesting cases on the board with my attending Dr. Joseph Liao. We did an SI joint fusion with PainTech. We did a cervical spinal cord stimulator implant with Biotronic, and we wrapped up the day with a basy vertebral nerve ablation with Intracept. And that was just the morning. You'll see later in the video that I go on to our simulation center in the afternoon. So to start the morning, we used PainTech, which is a way to help patients who have sacroiliac joint pain fuse their sacroiliac joint with a little plastic spacer with some bone putty. You can see us placing the putty into this little spacer here, and you can see the images that we got throughout the procedure. So we did both sides. Dr. Joseph Liao, my attending, you can see here, did the right side, and I watched closely, and he supervised me in doing the left side. I do want to say that he is definitely one of our favorite faculty here. He is not only such an amazing teacher, but he also really cares about the fellows. And you can get a sense of that because he has a group thread where he posts really encouraging photos and videos from when the pain fellows get to do these really cool advanced procedures. Here's a bit of footage from our cervical spinal cord stimulator implant where I'm driving the lead up into the patient's cervical spine. This is obviously a very delicate part of the body, so it was really great to have his help throughout this procedure. And here we are placing the IPG, the implantable pulse generator, into the patient's lower back. So those are the final images from the spinal cord implant. In the afternoon after lunch, I drove over to the VA Sim Center through the Palo Alto Veterans Affairs Hospital, where Dr. Aaron Nelson heads the pain aspect of simulation for the fellows. This is such a cool opportunity for us to learn about really important and potentially serious complications from our procedures. So for example, this is a scenario we were given where we were tasked with the job of figuring out why our patient immediately after a transforaminal thoracic epidural steroid injection had shortness of breath and a mildly desaturating pulse ox to find that this patient had a pneumothorax. And so that was a really interesting set of exercises to go through with them. In terms of our simulation at Stanford, one of the really big highlights is getting individualized real-time feedback on how our procedures are doing. So Dr. Aaron Nelson runs a sim session a couple times a year with us where we are getting a chance to really ask ourselves how much we need information from each shot that we take with the X-ray machine. And so that gives us a sense to really question if we're really sure about each movement we do with our needle to really justify exposing the patient and ourselves to that additional radiation. The feedback is really, really helpful to get us on track in terms of doing a procedure in the most efficient way. Overall, I hope you really enjoyed this video about the different types of procedures that we do that are quite unique and advanced, and also the simulation center that Stanford offers. Thank you so much.